Former National Health Institute's Director Francis Collins admitted last week to the Congress. Members called coronavirus lab leakage theory, despite his claims in 2021, calling it distraction. Collins is the public face of the U.S. coronavirus pandemic response. Anthony entered Fauci with witnesses on Friday during a 7-hour interview on Friday. The president of the subcommittee, Ohio Representative Brad Wenstrup, said that Fauci served as a boss and published important inferences from the interview with Collins. Fauci accepts the social distance that is not based on science. It just appeared in a statement last Wednesday. Wenstrup came together with subcommittee of Fauci at beginning of week. Usually suppressed laboratory leakage hypothesis is not a conspiracy theory. That policies and necessities it introduced may increase vaccine hesitation in future, wrote in Future. After interviewing Collins on Friday, Wenstrup said, Dr. Collins, Dr. Fauci's COVID-19 laboratory leak hypothesis is not a conspiracy. The Congress member also said Collins was chopped words when he came to describe NIH's participation in Wuhan's research in Wuhan. This word game imitates Dr. Fauci's previous Congress expression too much, and claimed that NIH did not finance the function gain research in Wuhan. Experts. Pandemik Skip, a COVID mental health phenomenon, can delay large milestones. Collins Lower Committee. Fauci'nin February 1, 2020 on the laboratory leak hypothesis to discredit and refute the proximal origin broadcasting a conference meeting initiated. He said, this testimony contradicts previous statements Dr. Fauci, and is more concerned about role of U.S. government in suppressing and disparaging hypothesis. Laboratory leak hypothesis, said. In addition to returning to previous statements on the laboratory leak hypothesis, Collins admitted that social distance with Fauji at 6 meters intervals was probably not based on scientific data. COVID-19 locking. What is nostalgia for the epidemic period? Collins also confirmed previous statements that attack Declaration of Great Barrington, which promotes vulnerable and limited restriction of young and healthy Americans. In December 2021, House Select Subtitle took part in headlines on coronavirus crisis and released deep concerns about herd immune strategy advocated by eaves epidemiologists and called for 3 of them to come out of a broadcast experts who introduce herd immune strategy known as Great Barrington Declaration. I wrote this, and I will be with it, Coll Collins said. The interview with Collins came together during a 14-hour interview on January 8 and 9 of January to discuss the effective role of the Pandem during an interview. The Wenstrup Committee is investigating whether the government officials at that time, including Fuci, are trying to suppress questions about whether Pandema is the result of a laboratory leak in Wuhan, China. The Republicans accused these off